Let me ask you something uncomfortable. When was the last time you did something that genuinely scared you? Not terrified you, just made you a little uneasy, made your palms slightly sweaty, made your brain whisper, maybe not today. If you're struggling to remember, that's not a coincidence. That's a symptom. And today, I'm going to tell you exactly why that comfortable life you've been building might be the most dangerous thing happening to you right now. The trap nobody warns you about. Here's what nobody puts on a motivational poster. Your brain is not designed to make you happy. It's designed to keep you alive. And to your brain, those two things are very different missions. Every time you avoid a difficult conversation, skip the hard workout, stay in the job you hate, or binge another show instead of working on your goals, your brain rewards you with a tiny hit of relief, a little chemical whisper that says, "Good, we're safe, nothing changed, nobody got hurt." And that feeling, it feels like peace, it feels like rest, but it's not rest, it's retreat. There's a difference between recovering from hard work and hiding from it. One restores you. The other slowly hollows you out until one day you look in the mirror and realize the life around you was built entirely around what was easy, not what was yours. What comfort actually costs you? The problem with comfort isn't what it takes from you overnight. It's what it takes from you one quiet day at a time. Think about it like this. A muscle you never use doesn't stay the same. It atrophies. It shrinks. It becomes a liability instead of an asset. Your capacity for resilience, courage, and discipline works the exact same way. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, you don't just miss an opportunity. You actually shrink your ability to handle difficulty the next time it shows up. And here's the brutal truth. Life doesn't negotiate with your schedule. So you can either build your tolerance for discomfort intentionally through choices you make on your terms, or life will build it for you through circumstances you never chose. Losing a job, a health crisis, a relationship falling apart. These things land completely differently depending on whether you've been training your mind and body to handle hard things, or whether you've spent years insulating yourself from anything remotely uncomfortable. Comfort doesn't protect you from hard times, it just makes sure you're unprepared for them. The science of discomfort. Now here's where it gets interesting, because this isn't just philosophy. There's real neuroscience behind why hard things make you stronger. When you push through discomfort, whether that's a cold shower, a difficult conversation, a hard workout, or a creative risk, your brain releases norepinephrine. That's the chemical associated with focus, drive, and emotional resilience. Over time, regularly triggering this response literally rewires your neural pathways. You become biologically better at handling stress. Psychologists call this stress inoculation. You expose yourself to manageable doses of difficulty, and your nervous system learns that hard things are survivable. More than survivable, they're navigable. The people you look at and think they're just naturally confident, or they just handle pressure so well. Most of them aren't born that way. They've simply collected more reps of doing hard things and coming out the other side intact. Confidence isn't a personality trait, it's a track record. Escaping comfort, what it actually looks like. Now, I want to be very clear about something because this message gets twisted a lot. Escaping comfort does not mean destroying your peace. It doesn't mean being reckless, burning yourself out, or treating rest as weakness. Real strength includes knowing when to recover. What it does mean is this: stop organizing your entire life around avoiding friction. It means having the conversation you've been putting off for 3 months. It means starting the project before you feel ready, because you will never feel ready. It means going to the gym when you don't want to, applying for the job that feels too big, saying what you actually think in the room where it matters. It means choosing growth as your default over ease as your default. A practical place to start: pick one thing every single day that you've been avoiding because it makes you uncomfortable. Not a life-changing, dramatic gesture, just one small act of friction, one pushback against the part of your brain that wants you to stay exactly where you are. Do that for 30 days, then look back. You will not recognize the ground you've covered. Here's the thing about comfort that nobody tells you until it's late. Comfort doesn't feel like a cage while you're inside it. It feels like a living room. It feels like familiarity. It feels like home. And that's exactly what makes it so effective at keeping you small. The strongest version of you, the version that handles hard things, builds real things, and lives a life that actually feels earned, that version doesn't live inside your comfort zone. It lives just past the edge of it. And the only way to find out how strong you actually are is to stop protecting yourself from finding out. So the question isn't whether you're capable of more. The question is, are you willing to be uncomfortable enough to prove it? If you got value from this, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps more than you know.